So the world is in need of healing. The Jewish community is in need of healing. And it's Chodesh Iyar, the month of healing. Iyar is Rosh Hashanah, Ani Hashem Reifecha. So there's a special connection to it to this particular year, because this year is 5780. And number 8 is very significant when it comes to refuah. When we daven Shemona Esrei, Refa'enu is the 8th bracha. And that's because in Sfiros, in the attributes, 8 is the 8th Sfira. 8 corresponds to Bina. And Bina is the 8th Sfira from the bottom up. And all healing comes from Bina. We know by Matan Torah, all the Jewish people were healed. Matan Torah was on the 50th day, which is the beginning of the 8th week, associated with number 8. In Oyev Yisroel, which is a sefer by the Apter of Reuven Yeshua Heschel of Apt, he says that Chodesh Iyar comes out, the corresponding month in the secular calendar is the month of May. And he says if you take the word May and you spell it in Hebrew, it's Mem Yud, which is Gematria 50. It's very interesting that he makes a Gematria from the name of the non-Jewish month. But it's Gematria 50. And he says that's why it's Mesuga L'Refuah, because Refuah comes from Bina, and 50 is the number associated with Bina, as we mentioned earlier. So there's an interesting story that a Yid, a big Rav, I think from Hungary, came to the Belzer Rebbe, the second Belzer Rebbe, Rabbi Yeshua of Belz, in the middle of the winter, and the person had a really bad cold and he was coughing. So when he came in for a private audience to the Belzer Rebbe, and the Rebbe saw he's coughing, the Rebbe said to him, "No, it's Chanukah now." And on Chanukah, the Gemara asks, "Mai Chanukah, what is Chanukah?" The word Mai is spelled Mem Yud, so it's a remez to the month of May. And therefore, the Belzer Rebbe said, Chanukah and May have a relationship. So what happened was that the weather in Galicia, there in Poland, changed, and for a couple of days, it really warmed up, and they had spring weather. But could be the relationship of Chanukah to May was because Chanukah is also the Yom Tov of 8 days. And 8 is the power of Refuah. So may we merit that Chodesh Iyar, which is also the 8th month, if you start from Tishrei, in the year 5780, when the world is so in need of healing, should bring the complete Refuah for all of us.